Greetings, YouTube. I'm going to tell you about exactly what's going on with my channel now. If any of you have dug into it and searched every nook and cranny, you've probably figured it out by now, but I'll say it anyway. My recent review for Alien 3 got pulled from YouTube for copyright infringement as claimed by Fox. Now, I'll give everyone a quick lesson on fair use law. Fair use allows the use of copyrighted material, usually in limited form, for various reasons, without having to pay any kind of royalties to the copyright holders. For my purpose, a video review, I could use short clips of said video, as long as I didn't completely destroy the integrity of the original, as in perhaps show all of the most important scenes and just have a slight comment on the end and call it a review when it's really just a very fast version of the whole movie. For instance, with copyright laws, when James Rolfe, as the angry video game nerd, brought in Bugs Bunny, a copyrighted character, for several of his reviews, each of the reviews that Bugs Bunny was a part of as a sort of guest character was a review of something involving Bugs Bunny. Therefore, the use of Bugs Bunny wasn't copyright infringement, as it was used not only in a manner of commentary and criticism on the product, but more so as a parody of the character itself. So, in several ways, that worked under fair use law. However, if he were to take Bugs Bunny in on one of his newer reviews that doesn't have anything to do with Bugs Bunny, even though he had used Bugs Bunny legally in a previous review, it still would be considered copyright infringement to bring him in on a review of a product that has nothing to do with Bugs Bunny. And according to American copyright law, as soon as you create something, it's your copyright. You don't necessarily have to file it anywhere. So, my reviews of the Alien series so far are my copyright. And therefore, if someone else were to take them, post them on their own channel, and claim them to be their own work, they would be guilty of plagiarism. If they were to take them, post them, and charge ad revenue for views on the product without any kind of notification or permission from me or paying royalties of any kind, that would be copyright infringement. There are similarities, but there are differences as well. Of course, if I would make some ad revenue off of my reviews, which I am legally allowed to do so, and someone else were to take my reviews and post them on their own channel without charging ad revenue, that would still be copyright infringement because it would affect the overall market value of my copyright. I've been reading way too much into fair use law because of this whole thing. So, if it wasn't copyright infringement, then why did it get pulled for copyright infringement? Well, considering it's just as infringing in technical sense based on what it is as my other two video reviews for Alien and Aliens, in fact it's probably less so considering it's actually the shortest review I did. The one thing that really stands out and makes it unique is while Alien and Aliens got glowing reviews from me, Alien 3 was the first one that I was rather critical with. So, perhaps the guys at Fox just decided that they don't want anyone going around saying bad things about their movies, and claiming copyright infringement and threatening legal action for people who do say bad things. That doesn't exactly sound like the nicest business practices. Well, instead of cowering in a corner and letting them do whatever they wanted, I decided to contest this. So, according to YouTube, I have 10 to 14 business days to wait to see if they're going to respond before YouTube will unblock my review. Alternatively, they could sue me and bring me to court for copyright infringement, and then I'd have to show a judge that, yeah, it's not copyright infringement. And I'd have to suffer legal fees and whatnot, and that's probably the other aspect of it, because Fox's pockets are pretty deep. I'm kind of wondering how much they're willing to spend to stomp out minuscule reviews like mine. without thinking that perhaps this kind of business practice might be worse for their business than a little bad review. In any case, we'll still have to wait to see exactly what they do. I'm still working on my upcoming reviews in the series. I've still got Alien Resurrection and the rest of the Alien Predator Total Destruction collection to go through. And I'm still working on those reviews as I speak. Well, maybe not exactly right now, but my Alien Resurrection review, for instance, I should have done within the next few days. Unfortunately, though, things being as they are right now, I don't actually intend to post it yet until this fiasco with the copyright infringement claim is settled. So if it does take 3 weeks for all of that to come to fruition, it might actually be 2 or 3 completed reviews being posted that day. It is going to be a while before I get any of my new stuff out, unfortunately. Well, I do have one video that I actually put together before the Alien review, but it was just kind of a quick joke and just a little test to see if I could effectively use that horrible Windows Movie Maker to make short videos out of full-length movie files and add audio to them. Since it's actually my first one, it is rather crude, but if it's something, I guess. Also, I might think about doing audio swaps on the earlier reviews, mainly to see about increasing the volume of the first two and fixing the audio balance in Alien. Yeah, Windows Movie Maker is funky when it comes to getting the audio balance right. It's because movies play at such a low volume. I had to set the balance for the volume from the movie higher to get it so it was even audible. But that only worked when there was actually added sound in Windows Movie Maker. So when it came to the silent points, it did the regular balance, which made the movie sounds a lot quieter during the points when I wanted the movie to come through and be heard. I fixed that in the Aliens review by creating a false silence audio track. So whenever it's just playing a clip from the movie, I actually have an audio track under that playing nothing, just so I get the audio balance right. In any case, I hope this blows over when it's supposed to, and that I'm not taken to court and sued for my pants. Or have the pants suit off me. That'd be interesting if the suit was actually for my pants specifically. But anyway, this is Decker Shadow saying, know your rights. I really have to buy a new headset.